Identifying and reducing neuroradiology interpretive discrepancies through peer learning. In 2017, our department embarked on a transition from SCOT peer review to peer learning. Over 3 years, we have worked to establish a culture of collaboration focused on learning. This cultural shift has resulted in ample case submissions, providing ongoing feedback to individual radiologists. This project demonstrates how the usefulness of neuroradiology peer learning submissions can be amplified beyond individual feedback to drive broader section, department, and institutional-wide changes and improvement. Over 3 years, 257 neuroradiology cases, mostly CT and MR, were submitted as either misses, good pickups, or cases for discussion. 250 cases were confirmed as opportunity for individual learning. Of these, 219 cases were chosen for group learning in conference. Individual case clusters could be placed in the following broad categories. 23 involved vessel pathology, including thrombosis, aneurysm, or dissection. 8 involved abnormal cranial nerve pathology. 7 cases each included findings on localized or scalp images and facial apparated lesions. 5 cases each included extraaxial lesions, cervical, thoracic, or lumbar spine fractures, and orbital pathology. 4 cases related to pituitary lesions and 3 to cord signal abnormalities. As a result of peer learning discussion, checklists were created to guide interpretation and reporting for all of these categories to reduce perceptive error and standardized reporting. Review of cases in 4 categories led to further discussion and literature review, which resulted in establishment of diagnostic standards and standardized follow-up recommendation. I'm now going to give you 2 examples of how cases submitted to the peer learning program led to broader systemic change. Here's example 1. An extensive study embarked on by our neuroradiology department was intended to determine difference in cervical spinal fracture detection rate by an artificial intelligence software compared to radiologists in order to determine workflow best practices. The results showed the sensitivity of AI to be quite high, but still less than that of radiologists. From this, we concluded that AI fracture detection algorithm was useful as a worklist prioritization tool, but should not be relied on exclusively to exclude fractures. Our radiologists are now instructed to read the cases, then check the AI prior to signing the report. Here's example 2. A combination of submitted cases, including 1 high-risk case of CSF hypotension, resulted in collaboration with clinicians to carry out an extensive literature review, change imaging protocol, and ground rounds to review the topic. This led to the development of an algorithm to establish an institutional standard of care. This algorithm now routes patients with clinical imaging findings of spontaneous intracranial hypotension to either conservative treatment, neurosurgery referral, further workup, or surgery. In conclusion, beyond providing learning opportunities for individuals, peer learning can be used to achieve section-wide improvement and to establish institutional standard of care.